After quite a long absence, I'm back with another video for my channel. This year I want to use as much of my scrapbook paper as I can, and I want to start by making 3 mini albums using the Color Wash paper pad that I bought some time ago. I'm not sure where I got it. It's made by Paper House, so whatever store carries the Paper House brand, that's where I got it from, or it could be Tuesday Morning, I'm not sure. It looks fairly new. You can tell by the watercolor patterns and the purple colors. I've noticed in the older collections there's quite an absence of purple, or maybe it's just me. Let me know what you think if you notice the same thing. So let's get started. When I work on a mini album, I start by selecting the papers, pull them out from the pad, and decide which one I'm going to use for backgrounds and which one I'm going to cut out. So I do a simple sort. Like this beautiful paper is going to be a background, same as this one, and like the yellows. I'm going to proceed of sorting them again, and I'll show you what I think and how I do it. And I love these colors in this paper collection. They're very bright, and of course the watercolor effect, it's very trendy. Here I'm talking about the purples and the beautiful gold. This is another one that I might use as a background, or might even cut out some of the shapes and use them as embellishments. And then the cards, that this will definitely gonna be cut out and kind of arranged to make the background. Also, I try to look for a page that I want on the cover. Usually I try the one I like the best. I'm thinking about this one, since I like this aqua blue. This is also be a nice background. And I think there's a few more cutouts, or just background. And some of them later on I'll decide if I want to cut out some shapes or just use them to cover up my mini album paper. And this is also cut out beautiful strips and some 4x6 and 3x4 cards. So I'll be back. After admiring my paper for way too long, I go ahead and build my base pages. And I'm using a method I came up with because I want to reduce the amount of scrap I have left over and do as few steps as possible and getting pretty good results. So I'm using the 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and this is a Recollection cardstock. So I have the white one here. It's the Recollection 65 pounds. This is the cream colored. I lost the paper, but you get the idea. So I set my page in the scoreboard with the long side up, and I score at 6.5, and then I fold my page, and you'll see as I build them how I fold it. And this shorter side, that's it's probably about 5 inches. This is gonna become a pocket where I can put in or glue together. I can stuck things in, leave it as a pocket, or glue it together. I'm gonna score my pages and come back to show you what I got. So my base pages are done. I ended up with 6.5. This is the shorter side, and 8.5. And the narrow part is actually 4.5. I think I said 5 earlier, and 8.5. So this is going to be my page, and I'm using the 6x6 paper pad paper just to show you how this would look if you are trying to make this with a 6x6 paper pad. So you end up with a 1/4 inch margin. If you don't like that, if you like a narrow margin or not at all, you can definitely score the 8.5 by 11 cardstock at 6 inches or 6.25. And then of course the inside page is going to be a little wider, either 4 3/4 or 5. So this is how my pages look, and when I'm gonna put them together, I'm gonna glue the binding in between the shorter pages. So this is gonna be looking similar, kind of like that. You're gonna get the idea, you're gonna get a visual when I'll put it all together. And then this is gonna be my gusset, and this is gonna be the second set of pages. And again, you have the options to leave it open, use it as a pocket, or glue it shut. And then this is going to be another gusset, and it's going to be my last set of pages in my album. I'm going to take a break and come back, show you how I organize my papers, how I decide how to combine colors and decorate the album. I'll be back. Stay tuned.